They'll be calling you a radical. Back to Fukushima, as we've got the news breaking out that all the levels are at 2-year highs. Oh, we're going to have a life-ending event in November as they take the spent fuel out. What a lie. This is all posturing and grooming. This is false equivalency. Number 4 went dry right off the gate, and it's already all over you. It's the boiling frog as they just slowly bleed it out to you. And you fall for it. It's like, oh, Congress, the lowest rate ever. I hate them, I hate them, I hate them. Oh, I hate them, it's the Illuminati. Oh, it's the oligarchs, the 1%. The 1% do it to you because it's so fucking easy. Americans are their own worst enemies. It's America. I proved it in my PhD, and I have to redefine the wheel over and over and over and over in this vlog. There's going around now, people are saying, oh, Kevin he's an anti-nuclear because he got cancer. Really? Really? Obviously you've not watched this vlog. How many times I gave the first report on Earth? I probably did hundreds, literally hundreds of videos saying, Fukushima's going to give you leukemia. Fukushima's going to give you leukemia. Fukushima, to nauseam, to nauseam. Ask my children, ask any of my exes, ask any of them anything. They'll tell you the same thing. Kevin, to nauseam, to nauseam. He's been anti-nuclear from birth. I mean, I said this is going to give you leukemia hundreds of times. I got leukemia 2 years ago, tomorrow. They splash radioactive water up on top of those people. It's the usury economy. Yeah, I love it how they call it service-based. It's usury. This is basic. This is morality. This is integrity. This comes down to all, and you don't have any. None of you have any. America has. This is 1830s on Balco. Simply. You know, like Mike Lee right here on YouTube. He lies to me right in my face. You know, but you people vote just like right here in Utah. Condoleezza Rice is here today, Stumpy. She's a sociopath. I mean, this is a hardcore sociopath. You want to hear the reality of what's going on? Listen to Jack Welch, the former CEO of General. He is a sociopath. Jamie Dimon is a sociopath. Lloyd Blankfein is a sociopath. Somebody says, oh, impeach Obama, impeach Obama. Yeah, that's the answer. That's the answer, so we can get Romney. Know this. I will tell you about Romney. Romney is a hardcore sociopath. Hardcore. We have, Aaron Brockovich was here on the 28th. Well, I was in Manhattan, or I would have been there. We've been protesting against the medical incinerator. They're hardcore. It's the only one in all of North America that's allowed to burn medical stuff, that the chemical that causes mad cow. By the way, the legendary financier, Professor Clyde Cooley, the most brilliant man I ever known, died of what they call mad cow now. He lived right by the incinerator. Guess who owns it? Yeah, Mitt Romney. He doesn't live here. These are sociopaths. These hairsprayed masquerade party, the GOP are purely sociopaths. But it's the voting population. These people are sociopaths. I mean, people could stand up and still clap for Condoleezza Rice, Donald Rumsfeld. These people, after it's been proven over and over in your face, and you're told they mass murdered millions. They mass murdered yourself. It's like Alan Greenspan, the usury-based economy. I love it, you know, and people say they don't get my thing on tariffs and Hamilton. They don't get it. That I had an argument with a guy, a professor yesterday, who he told me, yeah, you can read the Constitution. They were all anti-slavery then. I says, are you kidding me? There was one Hamilton. Jefferson was a slave owner. They were all slave owners for the Civil Wars on the Harriet Beecher Stowe. The Gimlet girls. On morality. That's what we have to have now. Politicians can do nothing to you because we do have representative government. I proved it over and over. It's like immigration reform. It's like the answer to the debt. They throw two issues at you. Okay, it's either deportation or what they call amnesty. Okay, or it's raise taxes or austerity, cut programs. Then you buy it. It's like you monkey fucks, you fucking sheep. Fox News feeds you a line, you just go out and you divide up on sides. When they know what the real answer is, the 1% loves it. They hot button you on guns. They hot button you on sex because you get all emotional through your ignorance. Ooh, it's simple. The answer is tariffs. You want to use exploited freaking goods from, you know, I talk to people all the time. Do you realize your Apple phone? Do you realize China executes 241 women a day? You can call with them. Do you realize they're the biggest violators of human rights in human history? Do you realize Foxconn has nets? Apple? Do you realize GM? All these American companies are exploiting this is hardcore slavery. And people don't get it. It's just like immigration reform. We don't need new laws. We need to enforce the laws that exist. It's against the law to pay cash. It's not the exploiter, it's the exploiter. We take it, you know, and here we go. NAFTA and all these freaking so-called world globalization as far as, you know, and I love it. Oh, New World Order, New World. No, the New World Order is the old world order. This country was founded on tariffs, the Tariff Act of 8. You don't get that. It's based on morality. It's based on anti-slavery. Hamilton was the original abolitionist. So was free. I mean, you don't get it. This is morality. Not in a sexual context. This is morality in human rights. And people do not, that's what Fukushima, look, these workers that are working in Fukushima, they're slaves. They're taking homeless. These people are freaking forward. People say, oh, God, the protest movement. You know how many, the protesters were all threatened. There were gigantic protests over there. Our media, the Usury media, they love this just the way it is because it's you and I. Because you monkey fucks fall for anything they fucking throw at you. You divide up on fucking sides, you go out at fucking, you know. Look, I've learned something. It's been 2 years. I've been in this anti-nuclear fight my whole life. I've learned people don't want to be prosperous. People don't want to be happy. This is a degenerate society. We are a country of sociopaths. And we promote sociopaths. These people are sociopaths. The CEOs of these corporations rise up as sociopaths. Mike Lee, can you believe him lying to me in public like that? He didn't get back to me. You know, these people are, they're completely fake false. And I could tell, Mike Lee's house was in foreclosure while he was running. While he was introducing a balanced budget amendment on the, he's $1.1 million to the bad. First sitting United States senator to ever have his house foreclosed on. It's a fact. People here are like, they're completely opposite of what they say. That's what all the hairspray. This is my, but you are the problem because you support, just like Fukushima. The story's been told. You've been boiled like a frog. You don't care. You don't care. You know, I've had to adjust my life. Yeah, I was a meat eater. You know, I had to adjust. I'm not much. You know, I switched my diet, and I was a fool because I kept eating tuna after Fukushima. You know, I didn't start to stay on tuna until after I got cancer, but I started my anti-nuclear activism when I was a boy. I've never quit. You can ask my ex-freaking girlfriends, my ex-wives. Ask them all. Ask them all. Kevin refused. I mean, I walked from $800,000 a year freaking derivative trading, freaking job on Wall Street because of my integrity, because of NAFTA. I mean, human rights activists, you're the problem, everyone out there. It's the American populace. You have no integrity. You're willing to use slave goods from China and just be out of sight, out of mind. This is a sick, sick culture that we live in. Fukushima is using slaves. This thing's been pouring in the Pacific the entire time. The Gulf of Mexico, they dispersed so much. The Gulf's gone. Gone. The Pacific Ocean is gone. You cannot eat seafood. You cannot eat seafood. I cannot overstate. You cannot eat seafood. This has been told to you. You don't care. People don't care. As I call the 35 and under the post-ignorant generation, they're the only ones that should be able to vote. I am so sorry to you. I am so sorry to the post-ignorant generation what you've done. It'll be 2 years. I'll be at Sugar House. It'll be a very emotional tomorrow. Very emotional. I made this 2 years. Well, I got one more day. Wow. Wow, what an epic journey and epic fight. I've been an anti-nuclear advocate since from birth, literally from birth. I've never quit. I've never stopped. I've fought this tooth and nail my whole life. For me to get cancer, that's a whole different subject matter, but it's the byproduct, not the root of who I am. We're the problem. This country, Condoleezza Rice, Jack Welch, Donald Rumsfeld, all these people, they are sociopaths. They are, that is, you know, the corporate, the nuclear industry, they are sociopaths. And people don't get that. They don't care if they mask more. Condoleezza Rice, they don't need that. People stand up flat. She's a sociopath. Hardcore. And I say this, Condoleezza Rice and Carl over the small C, another sociopath, they should make some porn. And we should call it for sex addicts. The anti-porn. It would be the greatest tool in history. They watch that, that would be the end of their sex addiction. All of everyone's sex addiction. You got an internet sex addiction? Just take a look at Karl Rove and Condoleezza Rice and hypothesize those two having sex together. These people are sociopaths. And so the church leaders, the fake hairspray who call them Christians, sociopaths. The evangelical leaders, sociopaths. The freaking purists who stand up, the Ted Cruz's, the Mike Lee, sociopaths. These people are sociopaths. Jack Welch, sociopath. All of them. Toshiba, Westinghouse, they're sociopaths. They don't care who they mass murder because that's what this is. The United States has a psychological defunct. They're degenerate. The whole world, they're fucking degenerate. They couldn't fucking recognize a Picasso and smack them across their fucking face. Sociopaths, preying on ignorance. And it is representative government. The Congress is no more ignorant than the fucking masses. Stay tuned.